Now we're going to turn to St. Clair County, where two young men working to clean a water well at a home died after breathing in a toxic gas. Several others also rushed to the hospital. Hydrogen sulfide is a toxic, colorless, and flammable gas with a rotten egg smell. It is also known as sewer or swamp gas. Well, tonight, the parents of one of the men killed on the job is sharing their heartbreak. 7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wembley is hearing from them and the sheriff's office with how a routine task turned into such a tragedy.
A chemical reaction overwhelmed those two young men as they worked on a well underneath this porch at this home behind me. The mother of one of those men was here and watched as first responders retrieved her son's body.
I collapsed. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do nothing. I just froze. A mother should never had to see that.
Ginny Kammer and her husband Michael were too shaken up for an on-camera interview, instead sharing their grief over the phone.
He didn't have any clothes on.
They brought him out naked because of all the chemicals on his clothing.
Their son, 21-year-old Michael Kammer Jr., died while on a job cleaning a well at this recently sold home on Cribbins Road in Clyde Township Tuesday afternoon. It was a job Kammer's father says he had been doing since his teen years, using muriatic acid to clean wells.
This has been apparently a substance they'd used in the past, but this was a confined space. So when the acid interacted with some type of either mineral or chemical in that well, it off-gassed.
St. Clair County Sheriff Matt King says the hydrogen sulfide quickly overwhelmed Kammer. 20-year-old Daniel Hagel was also working at the home with 3 other men. When he saw Kammer unresponsive, he called for help, then went in to try to rescue him.
He saw his partner go down and was unresponsive to him calling for him, and he tried to get him out of the well. And when he went in there, he was then in that confined space, and he was overwhelmed by the gases as well.
First responders knew the scene was dangerous the moment they arrived.
The deputies at first wanted to try to help, but they could smell the gas from where they exited their vehicle near the road and realized they could obviously be overcome by these fumes as well.
The sheriff's office says the 3 other men working at the home were hospitalized for gas exposure and are expected to recover. Kammer and Hagel were rushed to the hospital where both were pronounced dead. Now their families are in mourning, holding on to memories.
He would give his shirt off his back to help anybody. He was engaged to get married later on this year.
It's tragic. You know, we have 2 young men that were out working hard, trying to make their way.
Several first responders here had to be decontaminated at a local hospital as a precautionary measure. The medical examiner's office is still working to determine the official cause of death for those 2 young men. In St. Clair County, I'm Randy Wembley, 7 News Detroit.
Wow, 2 young men gone too soon. Thank you so much, Randy. Now, I do want to tell you more about hydrogen sulfide, the gas that killed the 2 men outside the home. It's often found in oil, gas, and wastewater operations. Exposure to the gas can cause a variety of symptoms, including burning eyes, coughing, headaches, unconsciousness, and as we saw tragically in St. Clair County, it can also be fatal. Our thoughts and prayers again go out to that family of both of those 2 young men. Wow, Mike.
All right.